Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I am doing a video all about my favorite fall palettes. As most of you know, right now there are a lot of fall sales going on, like the 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta, and that really inspired me to shop my stash and pull out my favorite products for fall. And I decided to start with my favorite fall eyeshadow palettes. And these are just palettes that I already own, so some of them might not be available, but they remind me of fall and I'm inspired to pull them out to create fall looks. And I hope this inspires you to shop your stash and maybe pull something out you haven't in a while, or maybe to get some ideas for what some good fall colors look like. Also, real quick, if you're curious about this look, it is coming up. I did a whole video filming with the new ColourPop X's and O's palette. And if you're curious about this super cute pumpkin scrunchie right here, this is by Spunky Scrunchies, a company started recently by my friend Bridget Snyder, and I will have her website linked down below. Her scrunchies are super cute and really affordable. This was only $4 and it's super well made too. I really love it. I want to give a disclaimer that these palettes are no particular order. This is not a ranking video where I'm ranking my 10 favorite fall palettes. These are just all my favorites, so they're all on the same level for me, as well as, yes, some of them are going to have similar color stories, but that's because these are the colors that say fall to me. So a lot of the palettes are gonna have slightly similar color stories. Just keep that in mind. The first palette that I pulled out of my collection is the Bad Habit Inferno palette. This palette is a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. It has these beautiful, warm, fiery brown tones, which is really good for a fall, like, everyday look. If you have this or the Naked Heat in your collection, this is a good time of year to pull it out. Next, I picked the Mellow Cosmetics palette. I know I used this in the summer, but it is a beautiful, warm, fiery scheme, almost like the Inferno palette, but it has that pop of blue and it just makes it a little more unique. You have something else to play with. I am affiliated with Mellow Cosmetics, so there is an affiliate link to shop for this palette. If you're not comfortable, you can just Google this palette, because all of the available palettes I will have linked down below, but that just helps support this channel. But I really do love the quality of this palette, and it is so fiery, like it says fall to me. Then I picked the Glitter Storm palette from Ciate. First of all, this packaging is just to die for. Like, hello, look at that, so cool. And inside you have some more cool toned colors for fall. These are more like burgundy purpley colors with some glitters. It's a really quick, easy go-to fall palette, and it has a super nice sized mirror in here. If this is still available, it's definitely worth checking out. The next palette is a very affordable palette that is definitely still available. It is the Makeup Revolution and Soph Extra Spice palette. This palette is one of those like neutral and colorful palettes that has an array. So this has like fiery colors like greens, cool tones. It's really beautiful, and it's actually really good quality for the price. It's not the most amazing eyeshadows I've ever worked with, but for the price point, they're actually really good. And I actually did use this palette a lot in a costume look recently I did for my new series, Painting a Planeswalker. This I used heavily in that video, and it worked really well. If you love these colors, I'd say it's definitely worth the price, and if you already have it, now is a good time to pull it out because these colors are so great for fall. I'm going to talk about these two palettes together. They are the Good Sport from ColourPop and the Royal Affair from BH. They have such a similar color story. It's just one is more warm tone, whereas one is more cool tone. So if you can see them together, this is the Good Sport. It's more warm with the greens, and this is more neutral, cool with the greens in a light blue. But they're very, very similar depending on what you're looking for, whether you're looking for more cool, neutral, or more warm. Either one would be a great fall option. Personally, if I'm having to choose between these two, which is a really hard choice because I love them both, I would choose the Royal Affair. I get more use out of cool neutral tones than just straight up warm tones all the time, but I do like warm tones, as you can see from all the other warm fiery palettes I picked out. The next palette is the one colorful palette I have chosen for fall from my collection. It is the Tribe by Juvia's Place. It is this one right here, and it has oranges and greens, which to me says pumpkins, it says Halloween, it says fall. I know this was a spring release, but this totally says fall to me, and I will definitely be using it this fall. And Juvia's Place shadows are so good. I have another BH Cosmetics palette, the Love in London. This one is more of a super cool, leaning on jewel toned palette, and this travel series, honestly, I want to own them all because they are such good quality, but it just has such beautiful like dark mattes down here that, and these dark like shimmers that would make for such a yummy like smoky fall eye, and I would definitely gravitate towards something like this in fall, and I can't wait to play with it this fall. Next, I have the Brew palette from September Rose Cosmetics. This one is definitely very warm, and it has the yellow, the orange, the red, like all of those fiery colors and some golds, but it also has some more neutral tones like these and like this purpley red. So it has some interesting different pops of color to work with, and the quality is really, really nice. And I wanted to feature a less known brand in this top 10, so that's why I chose the September Rose, because out of all of like my indie palettes, this is the most fall. Final palette, the 10th palette, is the Revolution Emily Edit The Wants. I know there was some controversy with this, but I really love the quality of this palette, and it has a very similar thing as like the Extra Spice palette, where it has like warms and cools, but this leans more on the cool side, and it has a lot of more jewel tones, which I really find myself gravitating towards jewel tones for fall this year. And these are super easy to work with. Every time I reach for this palette, I feel like the eye look I create is so stunning, so I definitely recommend this for fall. These are my 10 picks from my collection for my favorite fall palettes. What are your favorite palettes for fall? Leave those in the comments down below. Maybe we can inspire others with our favorites and inspire them to shop their stash and use what they already have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!